and fly like a phoenix. Let's get lit and then we talk shit. You know we play games, but dog, you don't quit, My name is Tricky F. Retro was by the death. Gonna be entertained, probably laugh until you stay out of breath. So turn your TVs on and go to twitch.com and subscribe, cause you know where the party at. Throw your blunts up one time for retro. Put your lighters up and let's roll. Got music, games, vibes, the best strong. We gon' do it just like a pro.
And we chill, and we vibe. We gon' set this party off right. And we chill, and we vibe. Recap is all the way live.
Are you dumb?
Let's talk about sports. You're a Golden State Warriors fan. Talk about the love of where the love of that team came from. And talk to me about this run that they've been on, at least for the last 10 years when they won the championships. Have you been to a Golden State game? Have you been to a finals game, I should say? And talk about all that.
Okay, so my dad is a basketball head. So my dad is a basketball nerd. He used to do fantasy basketball with his friends before computers came out, and he was the numbers guy. So I grew up like watching basketball, and we would always watch the Warriors because we're from the Bay Area, or we were living in the Bay Area, and the Warriors were so bad, like. It made me love basketball because the Warriors were so bad. Because I knew the Warriors were bad. I knew we weren't going to win no games. So I just had to love the game of basketball in order to appreciate the Warriors. So I grew up watching basketball with my dad. I played basketball, a little bit of basketball in high school. Wasn't tall enough to make it to the NBA. I mean, didn't play collegiate or anything, but I played a little bit of basketball. My little brother played basketball. So we lived probably about 20 minutes away from the Oakland Arena when they were in Oakland. And because they were so bad, the tickets was like $10, $20. So like every 2 weeks, my dad would get paid and we would go watch a Warriors game. We would go on the Taco Bell days so that we could, so if they scored 100 points, we could get tacos. And we would get Taco Bell tacos on the way. Yeah, we would get free tacos on the way home. We would go on bobblehead days. We would go when Kobe would come in. We would go when the Blazers would come in because the Blazers were my dad's second team. We would go when the Rockets would be in town. So I've been to many a basketball game. I turned my wife into a Warriors fan because she was really just like a baseball fan. I turned my wife into a Warriors fan, and we were at the watch party when they won the first championship. We went to the Oakland Arena and we watched that in the Oakland Arena. And they were partying outside after we won, so I went with my wife to the watch party. And then when they won, when they had KD, we took our daughter to a watch party when she was a baby, and we got her like these pink noise canceling headphones. And we went to the games and we saw that. I've been to a couple playoff games. I haven't been to a finals game. But I have been to like the watch parties that they do for the finals games. I feel like it was pretty much the same. I mean, obviously I didn't get to watch them and most of the championships that they won. Oh, here's a picture of it. So we made a mouse pad of it. So this was when they won the second championship that they won. Was it 2018? And here are the headphones right here. My daughter brought the headphones. 17. So 18, my wife was we were in the hospital when the Warriors were playing the Rockets and they were down 2-1, and there was a joke that we were my daughter decided that she wanted to be born because the Warriors needed her because they were down 2-1 to the Rockets, and then they never lost another game. That's the running joke that we had. Because the Rockets was whooping our ass in that, and then I think it was game 2 that Chris Paul pulled his hamstring.
CP got hurt.
Yeah. My daughter was born like that weekend, right?
Okay.
So then we were saying, oh yeah, like my daughter was like, oh, the Warriors down 2-1. I got to get up out of here, mommy. Hey, I'll be damned if the Warriors be 2-1, and I got to be born because they need me. So then they went on to win the championship. So then the next year is when we took her to that watch party, and then they won then too. So she got to participate in that. And when we were at the watch party, I remember we were talking to the people that were there. They were like, oh my God, like that's so cute that you bring your daughter. You got to start them off young. When they won in 2022, I took my daughter to her first game. I think the first game that she went to was a Spurs game. I think Jordan Poole used to be her favorite Warrior, and I think Jordan Poole went for like 30 something that night. So, that was her, and that was the first game that she went to when they were actually there. We went to a watch party. We've been all the away games that they won, all the championships that they won away. We were at all the watch parties, and so we were we were amongst our people when we won, and just the vibe of the Bay Area when the Warriors win, it's like you feel like you could do anything. Like I vividly remember how I felt that entire year after the Warriors won the championship. Anytime I would feel down, I would be like, if the Warriors could win a NBA championship, anything is possible. And anything can happen. I never thought that I would see the Warriors win a championship, and I've seen the Warriors win 4 championships. It's crazy to me. And each one of them has a different personality too, where the first one, it was like nobody expected us to win. So it was kind of like, haha, like the Warriors kind of snuck up on you. Then when they lost, and when they went 73-9, that one made me feel what snatching defeat from the jaws of victory felt like. Like, I'm still not over that. Like watching the Warriors, watching the Cavs come back down 3-1 was probably the most debilitating thing I've ever witnessed in sports.
Draymond wanted to be Draymond and got suspended.
Yeah, bro. That was my first. That was the first time I got my distaste for Draymond, and he didn't. What LeBron did to him was unwarranted, but he wouldn't have been in that situation if he hadn't kicked Steven Adams in his nuts in the one before that. If he hadn't have stepped on old boy in Portland before that. If he hadn't racked up all them technical fouls before that, we wouldn't even have been in that situation. And I remember Draymond played a really good game in Game 7 when we lost, and he had like 32 and like 12, and he had a triple double, and we still lost.
Yeah, Steph didn't have his best shooting game.
Yeah, well, if you remember, that was the same year that Steph, when they were playing Houston, he got undercut by Trevor Ariza, and he twisted up his knee. If you remember, and he came back against Portland because he had hurt himself, and it was the "I'm here, I'm back." That was that year, and he was just banged up like all the way. And then I remember. They were down 3, or no, they were down 6, and Steph had the ball at the break, the 3-point elbow, and he tried that behind the back pass to Clay, and that shit went out of bounds, and I was like, oh my God, we lost this shit. I know we ain't never coming back. But then also the series right before that was that series where we came back down 3-1 against the Thunder.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so, that was one of my favorite series, bro. That's such a good series.
That's when I fell in love with Clay. Game 6 Clay. Ooh, I remember exactly where I was when Klay Thompson did that. Bro, oh my God, Klay Thompson had crazy aura in that game. When Klay Thompson did that, I was like, yeah, they can't win Game 7, but they ain't gonna stop us.
Hand all in the face, still just drain them threes. I'm like, God damn.
That boy was unconscious. Yeah. Klay was unconscious in that OKC series. That shit was crazy. Yeah. And then to have them lose that shit hurts. Then when we got KD, that braggadocious those two braggadocious championships where we swept the Cavs the second year, and we beat them 4-1 that first one. That kind of refilled my confidence, where I felt like nobody could ever beat the Warriors, and we needed that after that 73-9 fiasco. So those two championships made me feel a little bit different about the Warriors, but the last one is my favorite one because it was Steph. Steph did that.
Yep.
It was Steph and two people that you never would have. It was Andrew Wiggins. Like
that was when he got his first Finals MVP, right? That was his first one.
Yeah,
Steph,
yeah. And just like the one thing that I remember, so many things from that. I remember the way Jordan Poole played when they played against Denver. I thought Jordan Poole was the next coming to Steph Curry. Jordan Poole was habitually giving the Denver Nuggets 30. I remember when they played against the Mavericks and Andrew Wiggins exploded on Luka Doncic and they called an offensive foul, but then they reversed it. That was probably the second nastiest dunk I've ever seen. The first nastiest dunk I've ever seen was Baron Davis in the playoffs with the Warriors when he dunked on Andre Karolinko.
What was that? 07? What year was that?
Yeah, I don't know when that was.
That was nasty.
I remember exactly where I was when that happened. I was at my cousin's house when we was watching the game, and that man dunked on Andre Karolinko and lifted his shirt up. Yeah. We all ran out of the house. We were like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And remember, Karolinko was a good defender. That's what made it even more crazier. Like he got dunked on like
that. He drove left-handed baseline and cocked it back with his right hand and just exploded on Karolinko. But the second nastiest dunk I ever seen was Wiggins on Luka, and we basically did the same thing. Like he dunked on Luka, we were all like, ah. But then they were like offensive foul. We were like, what? Right. Offensive foul? And it kind of killed the moment, but it still was a crazy dunk. And just like Andrew Wiggins inspired me in that series. I mean, in that playoff run, him and Jordan Poole, because Jordan Poole was making it look effortless, just like Steph. And Andrew Wiggins was a cast off, right? Like nobody wanted Andrew Wiggins, and to see Andrew Wiggins do that was crazy. I remember we went to the parade, and Mike, I took my daughter to the parade, and they were saying, Mike, what's the coach that won with the Knicks just now? I can't remember his last name. But
Mike Brown.
The black coach, Mike Brown. Mike Brown, he was doing he was giving like the speeches, and he said, I remember I knew we were going to win the championship when I realized that Andrew was activated. He said, we were going over the defensive game plan, and Andrew came up to me after the meeting and he said, Coach, I'm gonna pick up. I think I'm gonna try to pick up. No, he said I'm gonna pick up Luka full court. And Mike Brown, he said, I turned to him and I said, "You gonna do that all game?" And Andrew looked at me and said, "I'm fucking locked in." Like, what the fuck?
That's Luka Doncic. Okay.
Yeah, blood. So when he said that at the parade, I was like, "That's crazy, bro." And he was like, "I knew he wasn't gonna lose when Andrew said that he was locked in." And I know you've probably seen that there's like a meme of Andre Iguodala on the bench, right? And he jumps up and he goes, "God damn it, Wiggs!" And he goes, "Man, call Wiggs." And he said, "Wiggs, come here." So then Wiggs is walking over to him, and Andre Iguodala's like this, right? And Wiggins walks over to him and he goes, "Don't give him no space. I want you to be. You see that he's bent over like this. He's got his hands on his knees. Don't give that motherfucker no space. I want you to be in his ass, in his ass." I watched that video probably once a month. I think it is the best.
Send that to me. I haven't seen that. You have to send that to me.
Yeah, I will send that to you. Andre is like, he's so upset with Andrew Wiggins, and Andrew Wiggins like, "Man, what did I do?" And Andre's like, "Nah, you see, don't give him no fucking space. You see that he tired. He got his hands on his knees. Don't give him no space. Stay on his ass." And Andrew's like, yeah. And like maybe 2 or 3 plays later is when Andrew dunked on Luka like that. I'll send you the video.
Please do.
It's a fire video. It's a fire video. It's a fire video.
Yeah. Wiggins not playing.
The news just came today that LeBron is going to Philly. So, you know, I already knew that he wasn't going.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday.
That he wasn't. That he wasn't going to go to the Warriors. And I feel like, you know, I'm appreciative because, like I said, I was a Warriors fan when the Warriors was buns. So I'm appreciative of the 4 rings. And I'm also aware of the fact that the reason why I'm disappointed in the Warriors now is because they gave me 4 championships. You know what I mean? Like, because I saw that, and it's a core memory from my daughter. Like, my daughter's got Warriors jerseys. My daughter doesn't know that the Warriors ever sucked. So she gets mad when they stink. She'd be like, "What is going on? Like, we're losing." And I'd be like, winning. "Baby, yeah, you on the back end of this. Like, Steph Curry is an old man now." She's like, well, why do we suck now? And I'd be like, it would be hard for it to explain. And to watch her have a different relationship with the Warriors that I do, where I'm so appreciative of what the Warriors gave me. And she's kind of like, why are we not winning championships? Why are we in the play-in? What is happening? The play-in? Huh? Why are we in the... She was like, Daddy, I'm not trying to watch play-in games. Call me when they get into the playoffs. I'd be like, girl, you might not see us in the playoffs. Let's just watch this play-in game. And she's like, and the whole time, the Clippers game we were watching, this is my daughter's face the whole time. She's like, play-in game? Yeah. Like, okay, we won the play-in game, and then I don't remember who it was. Yeah, she's like, what? Like, gross. She's like, her thing is like during the playoffs, like she would put her jersey on and like watch the games, but she was like, I don't put my jersey on for playing games. So I was like, okay, excuse me. All right, you got it. I can't hold you. Right. But especially like I was going through like a lot of mental health stuff when the Warriors first started winning their championships, and it really helped me. It might sound corny, but it really helped me with feeling like defeat, where I just keep going. Like the Golden State Warriors won a championship. You can work yourself out of a depression. You know, you have the necessary tools. You don't have to feel like this. You don't have to stay like this. This is a wave. Let this wash over you. As long as you put in the effort and you show the consistency, if the Warriors can win a championship, you can turn your life around. You can turn yourself into a positive person. You can eliminate negativity, majority negativity in your life, and you can be a role model for your family and be a role model for your child, and you can enjoy your life way more than you thought, you know. And through Steph Curry and the joy that he plays with and the joy that the Warriors played with, like it really helped me a lot when I was going through the stuff that I was going through.
That's powerful. That's very powerful. Yeah, the beauty of sports, man.